Hello guys, welcome to RC Talk, and today what we're going to be talking about is batteries. And there's several different kinds of batteries, but the two main kinds of batteries and the two most used kinds of batteries are nickel metal hydrate and LiPo. So we're going to be talking about those the most, these two little plain LiPos here. But what we're going to be talking about mainly is the differences between them and which one you should choose starting out. Starting out, 100% I recommend a nickel metal hydrate. Why? It's cheaper, it's easier, and in the beginning, you're not really looking for that crazy, insane power that one of these offers. You kind of want to just take it, you don't need that crazy power because you're going to end up breaking a whole lot of stuff. Also, with a nickel metal hydrate, you can charge it with one of these. Now, these are 8-hour wall charger, and I usually just, toss them. But you don't have to toss them if you don't want to. But my recommendation is, if you're going to run nickel metal hydrate, get a charger like this. This is a Profit Sport 2, and I believe they offer, a better one than a Profit Sport because they just upgraded it to another one. But not 100% on that. But anyways, just look for Dynamite Profit, and you'll find Profit or Profit Sport, and you'll find it. You go to horizonhobby.com, and you'll find it. And this is a LiPo charger, and it's called a smart charger. And you can see it has the bouncing ports for LiPos. And what that does is that allows the battery to balance each cell evenly, and there's a bounce plug on LiPo. And if you don't balance the cells, it can cause damage to the LiPo and also be hazardous to your health. Only charge LiPos with LiPo-specific chargers, such as this. This is a LiPo-specific charger. You've got to charge them with only LiPo-specific. I can't stress that enough. If you don't, it will be catastrophic failure of the battery and possibly the injury of you or others. And you don't want that. But these batteries, the nickel metal hydrate batteries, they will last a while. I've had this one about 3.5 years. Advantages to the LiPo, if they're taken care of, they will last a lot longer. But, and each car that you use that you're going to run a LiPo in, be sure that your ESC has the LiPo cutoff. If it does not have it, don't run a LiPo. That's all there is to it. You cannot just run a LiPo whenever doesn't have LiPo cutoff. That's not a very good thing to do. But as you can see, this charger here has alligator clips, so you can hook it up to a battery, but it's also able to plug into a wall. These chargers like this, like I said, are cheap, and these batteries are cheap. This is about $20, this is about $20. You're out $40, whereas you pay $40 for this battery and $80 for the charger. And that's $120 for a LiPo setup. And most people, if you're like me, you can't really afford that when you first start, and maybe not working, you just can't afford it. But LiPo does unlock a lot of potential in your car, and it does give you crazy amounts of power, and crazy amounts of power. And if you've been in the hobby a little while and you're just looking for LiPo, get it. If you really think you can handle it, be sure you get a smart charger. This one, I might find it online. If I do, I'll have a link to it. But it's $80, and it's a really good charger. I've had it for a few years, and it's not failed me yet. So, if you're looking to get it, get it. I mean, it's worth it. If you're going to buy a LiPo, you got to buy a charger too. So remember that. You can't just use this to charge this battery or this battery or these batteries. It won't work. It will charge for a little while, however, it's going to result, again, in catastrophic failure. I cannot stress catastrophic failure enough. Now, let's see, mine went blank. Sorry about that, you guys. But these LiPos, they're just fairly dangerous. And if you're in the beginning, like I said, you don't need that. You don't need crazy amounts of power. You don't need all of that LiPo offers. But LiPos are more efficient, and they will run longer. They will increase your run times. I get a more run time out of this LiPo, which is 2,500 milliamps, than I do out of this 3,000 milliamp nickel metal hydrate. That's just how it is. LiPos are more efficient. They will produce more power out of any setup. Well, most any setup. I shouldn't say any setup, but most any setup. But they're at, again, that problem that they all have is the cost that they are. And they're making LiPos a lot cheaper. This was a very cheap LiPo. In fact, I don't even remember. But it's lasted a little while. This is about $40. Again, the charger's $80. And that's as low as price as I would recommend on going for cheap on a charger. You do not want a charger to fail. You don't want flames or nothing like that coming from a charger. Now, a big thing that people ask is, well, I want a lot of runtime and I want a lot of power. Well, in that case, if your car's ESC will handle it, you can get a 7-cell such as this, and you get more power, a lot more power. Now this is a 3000 milliamps, so you're going to get more power for about the same runtime, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but you're going to get a lot more power out of a 7-cell. This is not the only configuration a 7-cell is offered in. This cell can also be here, which makes it a longer pack, and obviously would make it about like this if you were looking at it. Oh, sorry, about like that. But, and your car has to have space to handle that too. So you got to remember that your vehicle has to have the space to handle it. Also, when going to LiPos, make sure you know that if your ESC can handle more than a 2-cell LiPo or a 3-cell LiPo or a 4-cell LiPo. You can't put a 6-cell LiPo in ESC that's made to handle a 3-cell. That will burn it out. It's not good to do. You got to check that too. And, also, whenever you're charging the LiPo, make sure you got your smart charger on LiPo charge mode, and also that your balance plug is plugged into the slots here. And that's all I have for this video, guys, and thank you for tuning in and watching this RC Talk, and hopefully I'll be doing one of these each week, maybe once a day, I don't know, but I'll probably be doing another one today on tires, but that's it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Like, rate, subscribe, and comment below if you need help. But like, rate, and subscribe for more, guys. And I'll talk